Welcome back. You're with us on Bazaar Morning Call, and it's time to talk about a lot of the stocks that are going to be in focus today. So our team is standing by with the list of top stocks to watch. Guys, good morning. So plenty to track today. There's a lot of news on Reliance aside of the board meeting and the bonus. So Darshan, fill us in on the latest.
Morning, Survi. So I'm going with green for Reliance Industries on the back of two news. First, company has secured 10 gigawatt advanced chemistry cell battery storage capacity under PLI scheme. Heavy Industries Ministry had received total 7 bids. Of that, Reliance has emerged as the successful bidder. Remember, in May 2021, Cabinet had approved ACC battery storage PLI scheme with total outlay of more than rupees 18,000 crore. Besides the news, there is a board meet of Reliance Industries in which board will consider bonus issue in the ratio of 1:1.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot for that, Sudarshan. So that one will hold one end up going by its weight on the index as well. But Vivek had given us a sneak peek into Sona BLW yesterday with an exclusive story. Vivek, tell us more and congratulations on another news break.
Well, good morning. Sona BLW, like you mentioned, last afternoon, we did tell you that the company was on a fundraising plan. And along expected lines, last evening, the company launched its QIP. And, according to the term sheet that we accessed last evening, company is looking to raise up to 2,400 crore via the QIP route. Remember, the company already had taken approval from the board in July 2024 to raise the exact quantum. We understand that the indicative issue, price range for this particular deal is in the range of 675 to 700 rupees a share. At the lower end of the price band, the equity dilution is close to 6% of the total equity. Now, more importantly, we had indicated that there could be an M&A in the offing, and as per the term sheet, the usage of the proceeds along with debt repayment and to go ahead and increase its stake in closing out the transaction of Novelic. The company has also mentioned that the company will be pursuing strategic investments and organic as well as inorganic growth opportunities. So we'll wait and watch by for this QIP to conclude and what eventually they do with the proceeds of this particular fundraise.
All right, Vivek, thank you very much. The story on Sudarshan Chemicals, now the story on Sona, and Vivek, I hope there is more coming. Pressure is on you, but that's exclusive once again. Well, let's talk about pharma, right? I mean, stocks have been doing very well. Glenmark and Apollo Hospitals should be in focus. Ekta is here to tell us why. Ekta, good morning.
Thanks. I'll start with Glenmark. I expect that stock to be in the red today. That is because they've settled with the US Department of Justice. This is on the settlement on False Claims Act and anti-kickback investigation against Glenmark. So the company is going to be paying $25 million in 6 installments over 5 years. They're going to be paying an interest of 4.25% per annum from the 28th of May. The settlement does not contain any admission of liability except to the extent that Glenmark had admitted it in August 2023 in a deferred prosecution agreement. So you can look at it two ways. You can also look at it as an overhang being lifted for Glenmark, because these kind of settlements are quite regular for pharmaceutical companies in the life cycle of their businesses. Now, Apollo Hospitals, I expect that stock to probably be in the green. They're going to be incorporating a wholly owned subsidiary, Apollo 24/7 Insurance. And this is going to basically work in life insurance, general insurance and health insurance. They will be working as corporate agents. They'll act as agents. They'll engage in all activities which are incidental and allied or related to the insurance business. Remember that Narayana has started their own insurance arm after this. Apollo Hospitals has as well. So it'll be interesting to see the stock reaction there.
Okay, all right. Thanks very much, Ekta, for that. Well, back to Sudarshan. He's watching out for a bunch of other stocks as well that are in news today. Sudarshan, which ones are these?
So I have 4 stocks. So we'll start with Suzlon Energy. It has announced sale of non-core asset that is named as One Earth Property. It will be selling to 361 AM for rupees 411 crore, and on completion of sale, this property would be leased back to company for up to 5 years. Next is Kalpataru Projects. It will be prepaying non-convertible debentures worth rupees 50 crore on October 4, and to prepay NCDs to recalibrate its debt portfolio. Allied Blenders to acquire 80% stake in JV to be formed with O50 Talent, and company will be investing rupees 70 crore. This O50 Talent is represented by actor Ranveer Singh, and this JV will undertake business with respect to manufacturing, distribution, licensing of luxury and premium spirits. Last is Linde India. It has entered into plant sale agreement with Tata Steel, and it will be acquiring its industrial gas supply assets as Kalinganagar project.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot for that, Sudarshan. Well, let's go back to Vivek. He's here to tell us about a couple of large trades that took place yesterday. Vivek.
Well, that's right. Yesterday we did see quite a lot of block deals that happened, and the one that took place, in the last hour of the session was the large block deal that you saw in Mastech. Now, remember, in Mastech, Capital International actually held close to 7.94% in the stake in the company, and this was under the name of Small Cap World Fund. Now, as per the exchange disclosure that's come in last evening, Euro Pacific Growth Fund, sold close to 5.6% stake. But remember, both of these companies, come under the same entity. What's actually been disclosed is the total 5.6% stake. Amongst the top buyers, ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund as well as the Gisalo Master Fund, both of them have picked up at almost 2.5% in the particular deal that took place last evening, last afternoon. The other stock on the radar is Tangamail Jewelry. Now, three promoters have equally paired stake. All three promoters have paired close to 1.5% stake. All of the promoters held close to 20% stake at the end of Q1. The buyer actually was Amundi India Small Cap Fund. They've picked up close to 2.5% stake. So again, Tangamail Jewelry, promoter pairing stake. Expect both of these stocks to react a little negatively in the red on the back of the supply overhang that you might see.
All right, got it. Thank you very much, Vivek, for that. So let's quickly recap our list of stocks to watch today. Here are the ones that have positive news surrounding them and sentiment surrounding them. Reliance Industries, Apollo Hospitals, Suzlon Energy, Kalpataru Projects, Allied Blenders and Linde India. Stocks with negative sentiment around them are Sona, BLW Precision, Glenmark Pharma, Mastech and Tangamail Jewelry. Well, that's the stock list of the morning. Let's quickly now head across to Manisha Gupta and get a roundup of all the commodity market action. Now, Manisha, good morning.
Morning, Sylvie. Thank you for that. Well, after yet another day of decline, well, right now there seems to be some stability, steady moves coming in for crude oil prices, and this is after prices hit a 14-month lows in the overnight intraday market there. Well, there are reports now that the OPEC and allies could delay output increase that was slated from the month of October, and that really seems to have led to some stoppage in sense of selling here. Is there more buying happening right now? No, it's not, because the markets are waiting for further, clarification or a concrete statements coming in from OPEC as of now. We do understand that Libya resolution is already increasing supplies. Non-OPEC supplies seem to be increasing as well. And the global inventories are slightly on the higher side. And various reports in recent days have been revising their outlook on crude prices for this year and the next year quite on the lower side. So until something that can be heard from OPEC, as the report suggests right now, the crude oil prices would perhaps stay where they are. The declines, though, have been seen in case of base metal prices, and quite sharply there. The China PMI declining for a fifth straight month, weak demand, increasing inventories have continued to weigh onto the prices. So today is yet another day where you have copper, steel, aluminum, all of these metals starting Asia on a weaker note.
All right, Manisha, thank you very much for that. So that's essentially commodities, base metals, oil, everything in focus. We take a break. Hemang Jani will be with us for some fundamental stock conversation. Stay tuned, that's coming up.